Miami-Dade County Parks and what?
Recreation and open spaces, representing your EcoAdventures unit.
Wow, it's exciting. Listen, the new year, we're all ready to rock and roll. There's so many things at Miami-Dade Parks. Now, you have a motto. It's Miami-Dade Parks live. What is it? There's so many things to do.
Well, Park Life is our monthly subscription. So if you want to know what to do on a monthly basis, Park Life is a subscription that you could start your New Year's resolution today with Parks.
You know, again, we all live in our own little bubble. If your kids play sports, you live in that bubble. Let's use Tropical Park. That's a perfect one. If you play sports, you're only on the baseball field or on the soccer field or on the basketball courts. But Tropical Park has so many things to do. There's walking, there's running, there's swimming. There's not swimming. There's fishing.
No, but at A.D. Barnes Park, just a couple miles away.
Right. So there's so many things. Let's talk about what's new. Tell me some things happening in the Dade County Park system right now.
So with our Park Life, we have so many great things to kick off the new year. But our priority is to spend time safely outdoors. And as you know, our mayor with We Can, We Will campaign, Parks is taking the lead. This is an opportunity for our residents, our visitors to spend time outside. Happy New Year.
Okay. To spend the new year is outside.
Exactly. Let's spend time safely outdoors. And that's important. You know, our weather is beautiful right now. It's cool. Have you seen the sunset and the sunrises? Remind us that every day is important. That's sunset. And parks are open sunrise to sunset. So there is something to do safely at our parks. We can, we will continue to spend more time outdoors and safe. Now, what's happening at Miami-Dade County Parks?
Right.
There's something for everyone. So depends on your resolution. I'm sure I will find something for you.
What is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to spend more time outdoors. You think I do that because I work with Parks and Miami EcoAdventures? Well, sometimes we just have to make sure that we give the outdoors some more time. And that's what I want to do.
It is, you know, we all forget. It's like we happen to be one of the greatest places in the world to live because we live between two national parks, the Everglades Biscayne Park. And how many acres of Dade County Parks are there?
Well, I could tell you that we have over 278 parks. Acreage, I'm not sure about.
Over 278 parks.
We're the third largest parks department in the nation.
And who are the other two?
So we've got it battles. There's a battle between, you know, New York because of the acreage and Central Park, right? So it really depends how many facilities are opening up with park system and how many acres you have. But Miami-Dade County Parks always make sure that we save those green spaces in Miami-Dade County, which makes this, you know, the third largest. It's pretty incredible.
You know, since the virus hit, I think more people are exercising, more people are walking. You know, they walk the parks, they walk the streets. There's so many parks from the north end to the south end. So talk a little bit more about the Park Life monthly newsletter.
So our monthly Park Life subscription is something that our residents and even our visitors could take advantage of. This is a great newsletter where you could see what's happening in parks, from their park programming, their offerings, great openings. Like, for example, Zoo Miami is getting ready to open.
Well, you want to show it?
Absolutely. This great Conservation Action Center opening up, their debut is January 16th and 17th. And I believe for the first 500 visitors, there's going to be a free gift. But where do you know when these great things are happening?
You're reading Miami community newspapers.
You got it. And this is beautiful. And a commemorative issue, which is absolutely gorgeous. Now, you want to find out about other things happening. Fruit and Spice Park open 7 days a week, and you could really experience the different delicacies that plants bring from different regions of the world. So where do you find this? With Park Life subscription. Very easy to sign up. I see it there. We've got it for you. Or you could also visit MiamiDade.gov Parks, and there's a link to register there as well. But you could find out where we're having the food distributions, where we're having events, where we're having special programming. So make sure to subscribe and be part of the Park Life newsletter. In fact, Grant, I always say live a park life. Really, this year's New Year's resolution should be just that, spending more time outdoors and just truly living a park life.
Well, this, I get all these people texting me going, they want to know how they get the free gift. They want to know what the gift is. I don't know what the gift is.
I don't know what the gift is, but I know it did say it here. The first 500 will get a special gift.
Wow. Okay. A lot of things happening through the parks. I'm going to read the first one. Deer and Estate. They're having their 8th
annual vintage art show at Deering Estate Saturday, January 10th. I mean, just taking you back in time, not only through the preservation of that historic site, but now we're bringing those cool cars from the 1960s.
And who are the people? Are they just regular? Is it an association or these?
So it's a park partner that works with the Deering Estate to bring this event together. And this is the 8th year that they do this wonderful event out there. And just seeing
where are the cars parked? Out in the
beautiful lawn area.
In the horseshoe, I call it.
Yes, beautiful area. Well, they're throughout that green space there at Deering Estate. And of course, that historical, just being at the Deering Estate with that historical architecture. And then you bring in these beauties on wheels. It just really teleports you.
Are the
back
cars
in
there
time.
yet? They're all going to start being. This is Saturday.
This is Saturday. Yeah, I believe this is a
Sunday?
reschedule. This is happening Saturday, January 10th.
It's very exciting. I'm excited for that.
No, January we've got some exciting things happening.
If you could join the foundation, you get a little discount if you join the foundation.
You do if you become a Deering Estate member. You get great opportunities, great discounts to all the great opportunities at Deering Estates, from educational, environmental education programs to their events, and just being part of the great things that are happening there. In fact, with the Deering Estate, I see on here as well, they congratulated Zoo Miami for their 40 years of conservation.
By the way, the anniversary is 40 years. Not Crandon Park, but let's talk about Crandon Park. What's happening at Crandon Park starting?
Great celebration happening. We are getting ready to celebrate our 75th anniversary of Crandon Park.
No, but I got that. But January 16th, aren't they launching something at Crandon Park?
At Crandon Park?
The kayaks.
January 16th. It's busy. That right now, we're going to launch what is called a boat and kayak adventure, and it's launching out of Crandon Marinas. Check this out, Grant.
Where's the marina?
Right across the way. So as you're entering the Rickenbacker Causeway, it's right there on your right-hand side. On Sundays?
No. Don't you remember the restaurant Sundays?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's before your time.
That's before my time. So January 16th, we are launching at the Crandon Marina our EcoAdventures boat and kayak adventure. That means you're going to have a historical boat ride, and then the kayaks will be launched from the boat, and you could have that kayak experience between the bay and the ocean. So that's really exciting. Really encourage you to sign up for January 16th through our park link. Create an account, and you could register for all these great activities through Miami-Dade County Parks.
I just want you to know, Kathy from, hold on a second, Dade County Parks from Deering.
Yes.
She just texted me or just called me. So I'm texting her on mute with you guys right now. Okay.
Hey, Kathy. Thank you for chiming in.
Yeah. Every Sunday, first Sunday of every month, what happens?
So the South Florida Bluegrass Association does a free musical activity at Reynolds Park at Pavilion number 3 at the Olita Shelter. You do need to bring your lawn chairs.
Reynolds Park is?
Up in North Miami.
Right, okay.
Up in the North Miami area. You can enjoy live music starting from 12 to 4 the first Saturday of every month. So I know we've already enjoyed our first Bluegrass monthly adventure on January 3rd, but please make sure that you visit that for February. But let's go back to January 16th and 17th. We talked about Miami getting ready to experience 40 years of conservation by Zoo Miami. EcoAdventures will be part of that as well, as will be a staple there at Zoo Miami as we launch this great initiative and exhibit of Zoo Miami that's going to tell the powerful story between animals and people and how we today could continue to preserve and conserve animals and wild places and green spaces for generations to come. So we're happy to be part of that celebration. That's going to be January 16 and 17 at Zoo Miami.
I interrupt you. Let's go back to Crandon Park.
Let's do it.
75 years?
Oh, yeah. That is a great celebration that MiamiDade Parks is getting ready to put together this great celebration of 75 years of Crandon Park.
Is the train still there?
The train is not there, but, you know.
Is the track still there?
The track is not. No, I don't
What
believe
is there?
so.
What is there at the zoo that used to be there?
So the Crandon Zoo at that time, Crandon Zoo, everybody remembers that train experience. But what remains there is actually great exhibits. In fact, Miami EcoAdventures does historical tours where we talk about those animal cages that remain there. In fact, there's also some animals that are there at what is now called the Crandon Park Gardens. So
what's there? The Crandon Park Gardens.
So in that area, there are some walking trails. You can also ride bike through there. Beautiful wooden pavilions for rent. Once we do open our pavilions. Right now, pavilions are not available to rent, but they that space there just brings back so many memories, like what you mentioned, Grant. That train, the animals that are there. In fact, I believe there's still a crocodile in that area.
What do you mean?
The animals are wild. They're not part of an exhibit. You'll see peacocks, you'll see geese.
But you can walk in there now.
You could walk through that area.
The gardens.
Through the gardens. Beautiful plants and trees as well. In fact, we got to reminisce about 2020. And one of the great events that took place with Miami-Dade Parks was the NFL Green community projects. So there is a commemorative tree that was planted there in the Crandon Gardens area to kick off Super Bowl Live. And that took place at Miami-Dade Parks. Wow. And that tree is there.
You like my hat?
I love it.
I just want to make sure.
It looks great.
Okay. Just to make sure you're happy with it. Okay. January 9th, something else is happening. Citizens Science Field Activity. What is that?
So we want to welcome back all of our volunteers to parks. So if you're looking at some volunteer opportunities, if that is part of your New Year's resolution to go with your hat, well, on January 9th at Crandon Park Nature Center, we're going to host a citizen science beach cleanup. So not only are you going to clean up the debris that's coming to Crandon Park Beach, you're going to separate them and you're going to see those human impacts that are happening through marine debris. This is limited, but we do offer them once a month. But the kickoff for 2021 will be January 9th with that. More volunteer opportunities. MLK is happening as well.
You want to explain who MLK is? Not everybody knows.
Martin Luther King Jr. So we do celebrate with a day of service to honor him. And we have this small event that's going to take place, limited capacity.
Where?
And that's going to take place at Crandon Park as well. We're really focusing on Crandon Park. That's an area, as we know, through the waterways and marine debris that we really want to engage our residents on how important these waterways are. So come out. Volunteers are welcome. You do have to create an account on Park Link. This is very important. We have to make sure that you sign the waivers because you also get academic hours. So if you're a high school student looking for volunteer hours,
I get credit.
You can get credit too.
Good. I just want to make sure we have them.
So all of our volunteer programs offer credit. So make sure you create your Park Link account so you could register for volunteer days.
It doesn't have to. If you just want to volunteer, you can do it too.
You can. Due to this time of COVID, things are a little bit reduced in capacity. So it's important that you do register on Park Link.
Speak about Crandon. Everybody drives right to Crandon, but Virginia Key,
beautiful.
People, I was there about a year ago, where I do boot camp took us there, and these trails that you're looking now at the Port of Miami. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's, I mean, city of Miami and that
And Virginia Key, who runs that?
I believe it's the city of Miami.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful beachfront area, and you look at the skyline of Miami.
Right.
But then it also has these little hidden trails.
Well, you're supposed to run on these trails, but then these bike guys come and they run the trails. These big thick tire guys.
Well, they have the right to the road as well. It's just a matter of being safe and using the outdoor. It's very narrow. I agree with you, but I know that they're working on that area. There's great community activists that are really working for, you know, the safety of bike riders and, of course, spending more time outdoors. So we're all working together to make sure we use those common spaces.
When people come over the bridge, they get a little confused because it's City Miami, then it's county on one side, city on the other side, then you cross over. So, but Crandon Park, Key Biscayne, they do a great job. And there's a state park that's not connected.
There's Bill Baggs.
That's not connected to you, but we all work together, correct?
Well, I've always told you this, Grant. A park is a park is a park. Doesn't matter whether it's a national park, a state park, a municipal park, and a county park. We have the South Florida Park Coalition where we all come together to really look at our greenways and our blueways as a regional park
greenway
system.
And what's the difference?
So the greenways are your regular trails, and your blueways are your canals, your oceans, and your lakes. So all of us together, state, local, state, municipality, county parks come together, and we really have this beautiful plan of connecting Miami regardless of boundaries, because parks makes those connections. So our South Florida Parks Coalition brings us all together, all of these park professionals, to make sure that we stay connected through our blueways and our greenways.
When I listen to you, I go, wow, because I don't really pay attention to the blueways, but it's connected all the way from any canal that you live on within Dade County. That canal somehow goes out. So when the trash goes in that canal, it goes out. If you throw trash on the side of the street and it gets blown into the storm drains, that goes out to the canals, and then out to the ocean. So it's all bad.
It is. In fact, most debris, most pollution that ends up in the waterway starts on land. A lot of people, when they see pollution in the waterways, they think it's coming from boaters, but the majority is from the land. Absolutely. But, you know, researchers have proven that the majority of the debris comes from land and the wind and the garbage. So pick up your trash, right? It's so important to make sure that that trash ends up where it needs to be and not into our waterways.
All right, let's talk about 80 Barns a little bit. Now we talked about all the parks. Let's talk about 80 Barns. What about?
So 80 Barns has one of your nature centers in Miami-Dade County parks. They host a lot of the camps there. We just finished our winter camp, which was a huge success out there at 80 Barns Park. We also offer archery at 80 Barns Park. So if you're looking for a new adventure, a new skill, archery is highly recommended.
Okay, so people don't realize you're on Bird Road. They don't see all these events. So they have to take the road on the west side into the park, correct?
Yeah, 72nd Ave.
Right, that's the railroad tracks.
Yep, and once you enter the park, you're going to take a left, and that's going to take you to this beautiful preserve. We call it an urban preserve because it's right in the middle of this beautiful community. Also at 80 Barns Park as well, we offer all sorts of bird watching opportunities. Did you know that 80 Barns Park Trail is part of the Great Audubon Birding Trail?
So what do you mean trail?
So it's where birds migrate from.
Yeah, but you say a bird trail. You mean? See?
So the tree lines create this great corridor for.
And how big's the park?
For birds.
How big's 80?
So 80 Barns Park is about 64 acres.
And you don't even realize it.
No, you don't. It's a beautiful park.
It runs from Bird Road to almost Corway.
Almost Corway. There's the canal in
yeah.
between, which right now we also have a dog park on the other side of the canal.
Where the industrial area is.
Correct. So there's a small dog park there as well. But 80 Barns Park, you also have your aquatic center.
Let's get back to the birds. You've got
the birds. And we just finished a great Christmas watch. It's something that Audubon allows residents and birders to really spend time looking out for what birds are migrating from the north to the south. And it was a very successful Christmas bird count here in South Florida. It's still going on, but the main day was December 20th, and they found some rare birds throughout our park system.
Like
so that was exciting.
You know?
You know what? I'm not too familiar with a lot of those migrating birds, but I could tell you through the bird blogs, when bird watchers identify birds, they have this great app that they notice a bird, they put it on this app, and we get visitors from around the world that comes to A.D. Barnes just looking for these great birds and all the parks around Miami-Dade County. So bird watching is
it's exciting to me.
It is.
I can imagine just sitting there all day looking up in the trees. That's, to me, that might be the ultimate.
I'm going to get you a pair of binoculars and bring you out to the trail.
That's like watching a Yankee game. Come on, how exciting could that be?
You take binoculars to your Yankee games?
No, but sitting there, right? No, not at all. Okay, so we talked about the Spice Park. What's happening at Fruit
and Spice Park is a very unique park, and it's there at the Redlands. Fruit and Spice Park is a tropical paradise with about 35 miles south, and it's a tropical oasis of trees from around the world. In fact, they have fruit tastings that happen there as well. They have a tram where you'll be educated on the different types of plants and trees. Banana trees galore, every color, every size. Avocados, over, I want to say 200 species of avocados. They also have Mango Cafe there. Have you been to Mango Cafe?
I've heard about Mango Cafe. I can't wait to go.
All right. So
Mr.
I know you've been out in the community, right? Graham Miller on the go. I want to invite you to Fruit and Spice Park.
Okay, we'll do it.
And have the lobster roll. The lobster roll at Mango Cafe with the smoothie.
Is that a contract food, or is that you guys?
No, it's managed by Miami-Dade County Parks.
Wow, that's so unusual.
Yeah. Like I said, Miami-Dade County Parks has great opportunities from everyone. From great employments, which in fact, we do have some positions open. So please check us out. Well, we have park service aides available. We have interpretive, Miami EcoAdventures. We actually have interpretive leader positions open as well. So we have opportunities for everyone. So if you're looking for a great place to work, Miami-Dade County Parks is a great opportunity, not only for great adventures, but great employment. So,
okay, we got a bunch of things going on. We're going to be closing up soon. January 10th, here in the state. Little show there.
We've got the auto show taking place there at Deering Estate.
January 16th, Crandon Marina.
Crandon Marina, please make sure to sign up for our boat and kayak adventure launching out of the Crandon Marina. And then, of course, celebrating 40 years of conservation, the great opening of the Conservation Action Center at Zoo Miami. But you don't have to wait for all these great activities. You could subscribe to Park Life monthly newsletter. And so that way you could start those New Year's resolutions, spending more time outside. And of course, we can and we will spend time safely outdoors with Miami-Dade County Parks.
Wow. It's all exciting. By the way, when you're out in the sun, it's healthy. You get
vitamin D.
Well, it's a hormone, in fact, but we'll use the word vitamin D.
Okay.
Vitamin D is very healthy for you, and it's exciting. Dade County Parks is stepping up to make it one of the best in the country. We're the third largest, correct?
In the nation, you got it.
Third largest, depending on who we go by, but we might be the third largest. We're the best run, and Dade County Parks keep up the good work. Let's close it out.
All right. Miami-Dade County Parks, for your New Year's resolution, we can and we will spend more time safely outdoors with Miami-Dade Parks. Subscribe today to your Park Life monthly subscription so we can live a park life.
Grant Miller here. Have a great day.